So it's official now. Microsoft and Activision agreed to delay the deal until October to deal with any regulatory concerns. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So yes, you heard that right. ABK deal is getting delayed until October. But don't worry, this is not a bad news. This has been agreed by both Microsoft and Activision, so they are not being forced to do it. Well, I guess they kind of are by CMA, but hey, it's all on paper, nobody is walking away from the deal, and that's actually a good news. And obviously this news means that Microsoft and Activision will have more time to iron out any regulatory concerns with CMA or maybe FTC, but yeah. So anyway, Tom Warren has broken the news, and in his tweet over here he says, breaking, Microsoft and Activision Blizzard agreed to extend the merger agreement to October. There's a delay to Microsoft's proposed Activision Blizzard acquisition to resolve the UK regulatory situation, and there's full details in his article. So this is the article, and obviously I'm not really going to read all of it. I will leave a link in the description so you can actually check it yourself. But the article says Microsoft and Activision Blizzard have agreed to extend their merger agreement pending the outcome of the negotiations with UK regulators. Both parties will now have until October 18th to finalize the transaction after missing yesterday's original deal date. And here's a quote from Lulu Cheng. The recent decision in the US and approvals in 40 countries all validate that the deal is good for competition, players, and the future of gaming. Given global regulatory approvals and the company's confidence that CMA now recognizes there are remedies available to meet their concerns in UK, the Activision, Blizzard and Microsoft boards of directors have authorized the companies not to terminate the deal until after October 18th. Both Microsoft and Activision Blizzard have agreed to a higher termination fee and new commercial arrangements for the transaction. So this is interesting because until now the termination fee was 3 billion. So if for whatever reason Microsoft didn't deliver, Activision could have walked away, but they didn't, obviously, and the 3 billion was the termination fee. Now looks like that termination fee is going to be higher, although they didn't mention that fee. But it's going to be higher for sure. But I guess right now Microsoft and Activision are both confident that they will actually be able to, to get that deal to the finish line until in October. CMA seems to be cooperative right now, so I guess that's a good thing. The delay is related to Microsoft's ongoing negotiations with the Competition and Markets Authority, CMA. The UK regulator originally blocked the deal over cloud gaming concerns earlier this year. While Microsoft has appealed that decision, the company is also preparing to reportedly offer a new proposal to sell off its rights to cloud gaming in the UK to try and get the deal over the line. And that's that deal that CMA and Microsoft is working on, right? Not that CMA will buy the rights, but Microsoft will have to sell the rights. And I guess maybe that's why it kind of makes sense to give more time to actually do it properly. Because I think they are in a negotiations period with a company or two in UK right now. Because in order for CMA to, I guess, approve the deal, they have to make that deal first, right? So now Microsoft will have more time to iron out any issues, any contractual obligations with that third-party company that they will have to sell the rights for cloud to. And as annoying as it is, like, because we were all hoping that this deal is done, they will close it, and now we will be able to move on to some more interesting things, like what's going to be happening with Activision Blizzard King under Microsoft, what's going to be happening with new games, new IPs, etc., etc. But now we will have to wait additional 3 months. Yeah, pretty much August, September, October. Yeah, 18th. So that's extra 3 months. But at the same time, if that delay will assure that Microsoft will be able to iron out any issues, any concerns, and close that deal cleanly without any issues, any repercussions later, that's a good thing, I think, right? And yeah, additional 3 months is annoying, but it is what it is. However, bear in mind that the fact that they have given themselves a little bit more time doesn't necessarily mean that they will wait until October 18th. Just like with CMA did say that the date for their final decision is August 29th, but they did say that they will do their utmost to actually deliver that final decision way earlier. So it may be late July, beginning of August. So who knows? Maybe Microsoft will actually, close the deal next month. It doesn't have to be October, really. And obviously, there's still the FTC court case, the proper court case. So we'll see how that goes. But you know what? After all these failures that FTC went through recently against Microsoft, and now that Gamers lawsuit actually kind of failed to block this deal recently too, that like everything is, it seems like everything is looking good for Microsoft and Activision really, and for gamers and for Game Pass. And so yeah, yes, I know it's annoying. Yes, I know we will have to wait for all these Activision Blizzard games in Game Pass a little bit longer, but hey, we've waited 18 months, so I guess 3 extra months is not really going to make a huge difference. And yeah, like I said in my previous videos, Microsoft really do care to close this deal clean, so not to have any issues with regulators, because they will be acquiring other companies later. There will be, there's been some investigations towards the in a AI space already, so they want to be perceived as this regulator and friendly kind of a company, that they will not go against any regulations and that kind of stuff. That's a very important PR thing for Microsoft, for any company really, especially these days, and with these regulators really trying to clamp all these tech companies now. So guys, listen, that's the video, that's the breaking news. I know it's annoying, but it is what it is. I guess 3 extra months not going to kill us, and that 3 extra months will allow Microsoft and Activision to deliver the deal to the finish line, and then we'll be able to enjoy all these games in Game Pass. So anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.